Hey Sam. It's great to see you today. Are you ready for another German vocabulary lesson?
Hi Alex. Absolutely. What's today's word?
Today, we're diving into the word.
Prozess.
It means process, but it can also refer to trial or procedure.
Oh, interesting. I usually think of process in a general sense. Is there a common usage for
Prozess?
Yes, the most common meaning is related to process. But be careful. In legal contexts, it can mean trial, which is a false friend for English speakers.
I see. So, if I say,
Der Prozess beginnt morgen.
that means the process begins tomorrow, right?
Exactly. And if you wanted to say the trial begins tomorrow, it would still be the same.
Der Prozess beginnt morgen.
Now, let's talk about the grammar.
Prozess.
Is a masculine noun, so we use
Der Prozess.
for the singular form. In plural, it changes to
Die Prozesse.
So, it's
Der Prozess.
and.
Die Prozesse.
Got it. What about conjugation since it's a noun?
Since it's a noun, we don't have conjugations like verbs, but we can look at the verb form related to,
Prozessieren.
which means to process. In the present tense, you would say,
Ich prozessiere. Du prozessierst.
and.
Sie, es prozessierst.
And in the past tense,
In the prateritum, it would be,
Ich prozessiere.
and in the perfect, you would say,
Ich habe prozessiere.
that sounds a bit tricky, but I think I get it.
the word
Prozess.
comes from the Latin word,
Prozessus.
which means a going forward. It evolved into Middle High German before arriving at our modern usage.
That's fascinating. So it has a long history.
Yes, and it shows how words can change over time while retaining their core meaning. Let's break down the word.
Prozess.
It's not a compound, but we can think of its parts. The root is,
Pro.
meaning for or forward, and
Cess.
relates to step.
So it's like taking steps forward.
Exactly. That's a great way to remember it. Now, let's look at some similar words. With the prefix,
Pro.
we have,
Proaktiv.
meaning proactive and,
Proportional.
meaning proportional.
What about suffixes?
For suffixes, we can look at
Prozessierung.
meaning processing, which uses the same root.
Are there other words that use
Prozess,
Yes.
Erfolg,
From,
erfolgreich,
meaning successful, and
Zug,
from,
Zugfahrt,
meaning train ride.
Wow, that's a lot to remember.
Let's practice some real-life scenarios. Imagine you're at work and you need to discuss a project. You could start with,
Der Prozess des Projekts ist wichtig.
der Prozess des Projekts ist wichtig.
Means the process of the project is important.
perfect. Now, how about at a doctor's office? You might say,
Der Heilungsprozess dauert lange.
Der Heilungsprozess dauert lange.
Means the healing process takes long.
right. And what if you're traveling? You could say,
Der Anmeldeprozess ist kompliziert.
Der Anmeldeprozess ist kompliziert.
Means the registration process is complicated.
great job, Sam. Now, let's discuss the gender. Since
Prozess.
is masculine, we can remember it because it ends with,
S.
which often indicates a masculine noun in German.
That's a good tip.
For usage,
Prozess.
is generally formal. You can say,
Der Arbeitsprozess.
for the work process,
Der Entscheidungsprozess.
for the decision-making process, and
Der Lernprozess.
for the learning process.
Are there any similar words that I should avoid confusing with?
Prozess.
Yes, be careful with,
Protest.
which means protest. They sound similar but have different meanings. Let's wrap up with some example sentences.
Der Prozess ist sehr wichtig für den Erfolg.
That means the process is very important for success.
Exactly. Another one is,
Wir haben den Prozess abgeschlossen.
meaning we have completed the process.
I like that one.
Good. How about,
Der Prozess war lang und schwierig.
The process was long and difficult.
you're on fire, Sam. One more.
Während des Prozesses haben wir viel gelernt.
Means during the process, we learned a lot.
I'm really enjoying this.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What is the gender of?
Prozess.
It's masculine.
Correct. And what does it mean in English?
It means process, or trial.
Good. Can you give me the plural form?
Die Prozesse.
Right again. How do you say the healing process is important?
Der Heilungsprozess ist wichtig.
Excellent. And one last question, can you give me an example of a similar word with the prefix?
Pro.
proaktiv.
Fantastic. You really nailed it, Sam. Remember,
Prozess.
is essential in many contexts, especially in professional and legal situations. Keep practicing, and you'll use it effortlessly.
Thanks, Alex. I feel more confident about this word now.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep up the great work, and I can't wait for our next lesson.